all of you. Why, in a few months it'll be up in lights on Broadway. Kong, the eighth wonder of the world!
Okay, so we have probably the most important King Kong archive that's ever been sold at private auction, ever. Orville Goldner was the author of The Making of King Kong. He was a technician that worked on Kong, and he wrote this extensive book. These pieces, of which this is the first one I'm going to show you, is an original piece of production art for King Kong, which in fact is the cover of the book. Just this piece is priceless. I mean, there is no production art from King Kong finished like this I'm aware of in the world. We have many pieces of this in this archive, of which this is one of the highlights. There are two pieces, one is larger than this, of Kong from production. That's just extraordinary.
Contrary to legend, Cooper and Schoedsack did not fly the planes in the sequence. They were filmed on a mock-up against a process screen.
The biplanes that attack Kong are a combination of live-action airplanes and miniatures, and several different sizes of miniatures.
This is a continuation of the King Kong lot. When this piece first walked in the door, my jaw dropped. I've had some things from King Kong. I've had the privilege of holding Bob Burns's King Kong armature. And you know, I've been lucky. We sold Mighty Joe Young armature and some very important King Kong pieces. But this is the apex of what I'll ever have for King Kong. This is the actual miniature plane used in the climatic scene where King Kong is on top of the Empire State Building and he grabs the plane out of the sky and throws it down. They used real planes in most of the filming of the movie, and each plane was a different type of plane, but all the planes bared this insignia on the side, which is basically this white horse-looking creature with the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty in the background. So when it came in, the first thing to do was we had to get the movie out and watch, and the first thing that came apparent is, oh my God, every plane has the same insignia. Then we had to go through and say, gee, well, we know it's not a real plane. Where was it used? And then we found the exact spots in the movie where he used the miniature plane. So this is, again, just amazing that this survived. Again, it's from Orville's collection, Orville Goldner. It's in his book. There's a picture of it being used on set. One of the most important pieces of film memorabilia probably in existence. I mean, there's lots of great, cool things, but there are very few things that are important. This is important. The witch's hat is important. This is really important. Again, it's a privilege to handle this, and it's one of the best things by far that we've ever sold.